Hey, greetings, Soul Tribe, Galactic Tribe. This is Spirit, your cosmic mentor in the moment with Harmonious Living Mindset. Okay, welcome to my channel where you're going to find tools for a more harmonious mind, body, and spirit. This message is just for a few individuals. This is for Starseeds, and you'll know if you resonate with what that is. And so I woke up at 6 this morning and heard this message. And so I'm going to give you the message that Spirit gave me this morning. And I wrote it down, so I'm going to read it so that I get it through. Because it's a great message. So, Starseeds, you are just amazing. And every Starseed is going through a different process in this spiritual awakening, the great awakening now, as we are shifting into this new dimension. Okay, so there's shifts in the way that we process information, okay, thoughts and feelings. So at this phase for you Starseeds, this is the message that I'm channeling, that I channeled through this morning, that Spirit gave me to share with you. Okay, so many of you, when you get this message, this will be at the right time for the right person. And so I am asking the divine to just protect me, guide me, give me the right thing to say to the right person at the right time. So Starseeds, you're going through an integration phase, if you're hearing this right now. So you chose to answer the call. And so you went through the eye of the needle. You're through it at this point. Congratulations. Good job. I know you did it. This is a celebration. So you're through the eye of the needle. You're through that dark night of the soul. And you have gone through transforming great pain and sorrow into happiness of purpose. So you now have this happiness on purpose with the divine. And you've integrated, or still integrating, I think it's a continuous process of integrating karmic lessons to know discernment. All right, so you're equipped with discernment now, especially for highly empathic people. We might not have known discernment before, so it's great. So you now know discernment, love, and truth with who you are and who you're becoming. Also, this is really important, who you want to give your energy to and what you want to give your energy to, okay? And as you continue that inner work through self-love journey and progress towards more peace, more love, more joy, more abundance for all. So there also is, I kept hearing this word, an interlocking phase. So many Starseeds were going through an interlocking phase where, as we're moving from this dimension of competition into one of cooperation and collaboration, your frequency, Starseeds, will change because of this process that you're going through and the steps that you are taking in being on purpose with the divine, co-creating process. So what I understand in this message, and for myself going through this process, is that our frequency changes and we start vibing with other frequencies that are similar to our frequency. And so now is the process where we're sharing those lessons that we've learned and the integration of the karmic lessons. And we're sharing them on a frequency to call in and attract and magnetize our soul tribe. The ones and the ones that resonate on a similar frequency. And that is so that we can start getting into more cooperation and collaboration for solutions that are needed in working with Gaia and going forward into this 5D creative process, that more peace, more love, more joy, more abundance for all. So now we're becoming more vibrationally aware of parts of our purpose, and as we start connecting with other Starseeds and our soul tribe, we will have more awareness as to direction, okay? So we're moving from that competition model to cooperation and collaboration. I said that. And some of us are working through the PTSD because of the fuckery we experienced. Thinking that certain people were trustworthy or organizations were trustworthy, and we found out that was false. And so as we're attracting and magnetizing people, you know, work through it, be gentle with yourself, as I've said before, and then trust the process, because you'll know who, because this is the other part of the message, and I'm not going to skip because I don't want to miss parts of it, but yeah, so there might be some trust issues, and so that's okay. You'll work through it. Yet this is the reminder that you know on a cellular level and a soul level what you've experienced, regardless of what anybody else thinks or knows. You know. So trust that. And even though you are in a process of forgiveness and things like that, remember in other videos I've said, that doesn't necessarily mean that you invite those people back in and you remember the behaviors that were done and you have moved past, those lessons of breadcrumbing or betrayal or whatever they are. You're done with that. You're through the eye of the needle. You don't have to experience that anymore. Okay. So this is a reminder. So you know the divine call that you answered and your will to live and co-create with the divine. And that's super important. Trust that. Hold on a second. I gotta poke the fire. My fire's, I don't want my fire to go out. Don't let your fire go out. Okay. It snowed. And I decided to make a fire. And it's great. The birds are singing and it's snowy. Okay. Thanks for being patient. So trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your hard-won truth. Through your persistence, your faith, your devotion, sharing the lessons. Many of you are sharing lessons with other people and aligning yourself with new people, your soul tribe and Starseeds, to create a new day and a new way in this 5D creative process. It's really exciting. So trust that you're now equipped with discernment. Discernment to know certain frequencies, especially those of narcissists, energy vampires. For some of us, Starseeds, we have slayed demons, or we've witnessed demons. We know what that's like too. So some of you have that equipped, so you know if people have attachments or, vamping, siphoning energies, you'll know if they come into your auric field. You'll know if they come into your frequency, okay? And if any doubts arise, you can call on the divine for guidance and support and be shown, what's for your highest and best good and the highest and best good of all, okay? So I am so proud of you. Your spirit team, they're so proud of you and the work that you've gone and have done to release old beliefs, old patterns, generational curses. All the work that you're doing is helping not only yourself, it's also helping the collective heal on a big level so that we can evolve consciously. Woo! We're evolving. Okay. So you've transformed those old energies and are moving into new frequencies, like I said, which is great. And so this is that 5D creative process. And this recalibration phase, this is what Spirit was saying in the message this morning. It's preparing us for the next part of our soul's journey. And that next part of the soul's journey is us journeying with other people on the similar frequency, and connecting with the earth, connecting with Gaia to understand what solutions we need to create together, okay? So to be on your soul's purpose, And with your soul tribe, in your magnetism of your soul tribe, be aware of signs, okay? And that might, there's galactic signs, so look at the heavens. Like if you look at the night sky, there's going to be a lot more things that we see in the night sky that give us confirmation of our path or purpose, of people that we can align with. So look at synchronicities, messages, and those messages come through numbers, patterns, symbols. Like for me, I see the Merkaba all everywhere. And I've seen other people have that too. I've been doing the Merkaba meditation, so that is a big part of it. But you might see a different symbol. Maybe you see the Ankh, maybe you see the Om symbol, maybe you see Yin and Yang symbol. Movies, music, crystals, stones, plant nation, stone nation, insects, and start looking at the elements of wood, fire, air, earth, metal, water. Did I say water? And ether. So if you don't really know those elements, start looking at them, So what's interesting about our bodies is that we have all those elements within ourselves. In the earth, though, they exist individually, but can move into each other. They transform together. So the other one is, understanding how to harness your own light more and working with the chakra system, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Okay, your rainbow system. And in previous videos, if you've watched any of those, you can go to my YouTube channel at Spirit Zuber. Please do like and subscribe if you choose. So one of the things that we do is to align that. So open up your, red, I have the right to be. Orange, I have the right to have. Yellow, I have the right to create. Green, I have the right to feel. Blue, I have the right to speak. Indigo, I have the right to see. And violet, I have the right to know. And see that, connect it to all the way through the earth and around, and then have it come through the earth's core, up through you and go around again. Okay? Do that on a frequent basis. And you can work through the chakras, understanding that system more will help you keep transforming energy and to be able to harness your own light source. Okay? I hope this message is helpful for you. So we're in an integration phase and a recalibration phase. The earth herself, I'm using Gaia as a goddess name. Ooh, hold on a second. Psh, psh, psh. I don't want that smoke in my face. Thanks for being patient. I'm working with wood. The elements of wood and fire and air. All right, I can't stress enough that it's important to be in nature, to meditate, take those moments for yourself inward at this time for your own sanity and well-being and grounding, keep understanding your discernment, and just keep loving yourself in a self-love journey in progress, which you are, and it's wonderful. You're wonderful. Blessings, blessings, blessings. What you're putting out there is only coming back to you. All that healing work you're doing, it's coming back to you in the most magnificent ways. Okay? Ciao.